merchants who introduced the south of the Iberian Peninsula to olive tree cultivation 3,000 years ago would never have imagined that these lands would become the leading international reserve for this type of Mediterranean tree. Perhaps they were unaware that the regions which now make up Spain brought together ideal conditions for olive growing: short, dry winters, rainy springs and autumns, long, hot summers and lots of natural light. There is no other Mediterranean country which offers a greater variety of climate within the parameters suitable for this type of cultivation. The Romans and Arabs, who have contributed most to Spanish cultural identity over the years, were the people who expanded olive tree cultivation, moving it from the south to areas which were further inland. They developed olive cultivation and oil production techniques, turning this product into one of the core factors in their commercial and economic activity. Today, the olive remains an essential and characteristic element of Spain's geography and agriculture. In addition, the fruit of this great tree, the olive, and the juice obtained from it, olive oil, are essential ingredients in our country's gastronomy. A broad range of scientific research has confirmed the health properties of olive oil. When added to its undeniable gastronomic qualities, this product is truly the most highly valued vegetable fat product in the world. Spain is the world's most important oil-producing country, with over 5 million acres of land dedicated to olive tree cultivation. Over 300 million olive trees from 60 indigenous varieties have made the country the biggest international olive oil producer and exporter. Spanish oil production is 3 times that of Italy, incidentally our main client. The main feature that characterizes Spanish olive tree cultivation is the use of environmentally friendly techniques. Conventional cultivation systems are being replaced by modern integrated production techniques. The aim is to produce, with reasonable costs and sustainable methods that are respectful of nature, impeccable fruit in a perfect state of health. This is an essential prerequisite for the production of oils with the highest sensorial qualities possible. Integrated production will be a key factor in future agriculture, as it represents an intelligent balance between conventional production and those production systems which are strictly ecological in nature. These ecological systems are continually increasing in popularity but are limited in development due to the high production costs involved. At the same time, drip irrigation and fertilization techniques have also been developed. These processes reduce dependency on rain, allowing for better average production rates and quicker fruit maturation. New olive trees are created in nurseries through different vegetative propagation systems. They are planted when they're 1 year old, at the age of 3 begin to bear fruit, and by the time 10 years have passed, they have completely developed their potential. Maximum productivity levels are reached between the ages of 15 and 100 years. Despite their hardiness, just like any other crop, olive trees need to be cared for in several ways. Of particular importance are pruning and the prevention of various diseases. Pruning is an essential factor in directing the tree's vigour, controlling its growth and allowing for easy harvest. This process is carried out each year at the end of the harvest, and it is a procedure which requires experience. It also requires high levels of intuition, as the future development and growth of the tree must be predicted. The fruit begins to form throughout the summer and at the start of the autumn. Green olives then begin to change colour, becoming gradually maroon and then purple. This indicates that oil is being formed within the fruit and the harvest can begin. This happens in October and November, depending on the olive variety in question. At harvest time, the groups of harvesters arrive in the olive groves at the break of day. Neither the cold nor the prospect of hard toil ahead can break their spirit. Laughter and jokes accompany the noise of the sticks gently knocking the fruit out of the trees. The fruit should not be subjected to knocks, cuts or bruising during the harvesting process or while being transported to the oil mills. In order to ensure this, large nets or meshes are spread out under the trees, breaking the olives' fall and ensuring they never come into contact with the ground. The high cost and scarce availability of the appropriate workforce means that manual harvesting is gradually being replaced by mechanical harvesting systems, such as branch and trunk vibrators. In Spain, a huge variety of indigenous olive trees are cultivated. Each variety is normally linked to one or more production areas. as it is the result from their adaptation to the individual characteristics of each zone. Different olive varieties have very different properties, not only in their agricultural traits, but also in relation to fruit size, pulp-stone ratio and oil yield. In addition to this, each variety has its own chemical composition, as well as individual aroma and flavour. Once harvested, the olives are quickly transported to the mill so that oil extraction can begin as soon as possible. This is an essential factor if high-quality olive oil is to be produced. Before the oil extraction process is begun, the olives are weighed and classified, and any remaining branches or leaves are washed away with water. The grinding of the fruit, which used to be done with stone rollers, is now carried out using hammer mills. Old press extraction systems have been replaced with continuous two-phase centrifugal systems, which are much more efficient and provide a total hygiene and sanitary guarantee. The separation of the oil from all other elements in the pulp is carried out in powerful horizontal centrifuges. Afterwards, the oil which has been obtained is decanted through a vertical centrifuge system, thus eliminating all traces of moistness and pulp. Finally, after being decanted one final time into temporary tanks, the oil is stored in huge stainless steel vats, where a constant temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit is maintained. Tin plate and glass are the best packaging materials with which to preserve all the qualities of virgin olive oil. Because of this, they are the most frequently used on the international market. Olive oils are normally filtered slightly before being bottled. However, you will frequently find oils on the market which have not been filtered. These are recognizable by their denser, more opaque appearance. Olive oils are subjected to rigorous quality control procedures. In accordance with international standards and European Union norms, virgin olive oils are classified on a series of physical and chemical parameters which determine their purity, molecular structure and oxidization levels. Acidity levels or peroxide levels, which may seem insignificant to the consumer, are strictly and precisely measured through advanced laboratory techniques. This guarantees that the oil is in perfect condition. That said, the aroma and flavour of virgin olive oils also undergo sensorial analysis through the official tasting procedures laid out by the International Olive Oil Council, whose headquarters are in Madrid. In this way, in the tasting room and under strict supervision of the head of the tasting panel, the oil's flavour is scrutinised by a group of between 8 and 12 expert tasters. The glass used must not be transparent, as the colour of the sample being tasted may influence the taster's decision. Colour can vary from pale yellow to intense green, but this quality in itself says nothing about the oil's aroma or flavour. A virgin oil will only be considered as extra virgin, the top quality level, if it meets the physical and chemical characteristics established for this category, as well as having a totally faultless aroma and flavour.